So sprint retrospective, right? So how do you organize a sprint retrospective? So the way you can design your retrospective, you can use these 5 stages to design your retrospective. So the first thing you want to do is set the stage. So what do I mean by set the stage? It's almost the same thing when you hear people say, oh, do something like an icebreaker, or just get the team to be comfortable, right? Most retrospective, you're going to set up like a 1 hour, 30 minutes call. So you want to use the first 30 minutes, to get the team ready, to get the team involved, just for them to feel relaxed, right? So that's what we do when we say set the stage. Most of the time, you can do different things, right? So I'll give you some example. You can do something like a truth or dare, right? I said truth or dare, two truth and a lie, right? In where you do, it's going to be like a brainstorming session. You can call someone in the team, tell them to say 2 things that are truth and 1 thing that is a lie, right? And from there, you tell the team to brainstorm to be able to find out which one of that statement is a lie. You can do something that we call like song trivias, right? They will try songs, someone will sing a song, right? They will try and guess who the name of the person that sang the song. Or you can even use softwares. If you Google online, you say song trivias. You can do drawing games. Someone would draw and others will try and guess what the person is drawing. Things like that. You can do Kahoot games, right? You can also use the different icebreakers that we have on Moral. There are a lot of them, right? So these are the things you want to do when you are setting the stage. So you can use your first 30 minutes of the retro to try to do that. Because retro can somehow look repetitive. You don't want to make it look repetitive, right? You want to do something different, something that will make your team want to come to retro, right? Remember that retro is the final event, right? It happens after your sprint review, right? And it is one of the most important parts of Scrum, right? Some people will ask you, oh, there's no improvement. We were good. It doesn't mean that they will still not do retro, right? If there is no improvement, if you're good, then do a retro and celebrate, right? So there needs to be a retro, right? So the major goal of retro is to inspect and adapt, right? So you want to make sure that everyone attend the retro. Okay, so how would you design your retro? You set the stage. So that's what I just described. Then the next thing you do is gather data, right? How do you gather data? You can gather data using different retrospectives. So those are the type of retrospective I listed here. Start, stop, continue, what went well, what didn't go well, and what next. Like, lag, longed for, length, sailboat, 3 little pigs, Amazon review. So these are the different type of retrospective, right? So you want to gather data, right? After you gather data, this is the different type of retrospective you can use to gather the data. After you gather data, you generate insights. So based on the data you gathered, you start generating insights. You start having discussion with the team. For example, if someone says, oh, let's start having a social every month, right? You're generating insight from that data, right? You now decide on what you want to do in terms of action items. When you have those action items, you log them. I'll show you how to log them. Some people log them in Confluence. Some people log them in Jira. And I'll show you how that is done. Then after that, you wrap up your retro. Okay? So that's what you do in retro, nothing much. Now, these are the samples I told you about. This is a sample of the retro. You start, what do you want to start doing? What are the things you notice that you want us to start doing going forward? You start listing it. The team will start listing it. What are the things you want them to stop, right? They will start listing what are the things they want them to stop, right? And what are the things they are doing already, but you want them to continue. You do that. When you gather the data, you now discuss this to generate insight, look at action items, then you close your retro. This is another type of retro. What went well? You discuss the thing that went well during that retro, during that sprint, right? That 2-week sprint, what actually went well, right? What are the things you want to improve on, right? And what are the action items that you gather from that retro, okay? This is another sample again, like, learn, long for, lacked, right? So you're saying during that sprint, what are the things you liked during that sprint? What are the things you actually learned? Did you learn anything new, right? What did you long for? What was lacking? You know, you want to put that together. So the Scrum Master will decide which of this retro they want to use on a different, like different sprints, right? You want to decide which of the retro you look. You just look at the retro that might suit that sprint, right? This is another one again. We call this a sailboats retro type, right? It talks about the sun. During that sprint, what made us feel good during that sprint? The team will put them in these boxes. Wind, what helped us to move forward during that sprint? The team will highlight what helped us to move forward. We look at anchor, what is holding us back? What are the things that are holding us back that you've identified? The team will put them together. Then future risk, what are the things you are seeing that might be a risk ahead, right? Anything that we know that it's going to be an issue, we also put that down, right? So this is another type of retro you can use. This is called a sailboat retro. We also have this, we call this the three little pigs, right? Still the same thing, you just something different. You know, you don't want to do something repetitive, you want to do something that the team just, you know, just to get their attention, right? So maybe you're doing icebreaker today, you're doing two truth and a lie. Another time you can do drawing games, you know. Another time it can even be a question where people are answering. So, you know, you can do different things, right? So these three pigs also say, what do we do that just about hang together but could topple at any time? So they are saying, what are the things we do, but we don't do it well, but at any time it can cause an issue, right? What are the things that we do solid well, but we still need to be that needs to be improved? And what are the things we do rock solid? That means we do it very well, and we know that that is done very well. So the team will look at it, then they will now start analyzing it, you know, to get insight from it. Then if there is any action item, they will put it together. And the last one is what we call the Amazon review. It's all the same thing. But in this situation, you're going to put boxes together with the name of each of the team members. The team is going to rate the sprint, right? They will write what their expectation of the sprint was, and they will also answer if they've been able to fulfill that expectation, right? And, you know, they'll write all the details. Then you guys will now start reviewing. You now start saying, oh, so this sprint was like a 3-star. Then you start looking at what the issues were, the insight you gain from it. You put down your action item. Then after that, you document it. Then you take it into the sprint. Like all those action items will go into your backlog. Anytime you now want to, you know, address them, you start taking them and also adding it to the sprint. You know, depending on those how you want to work on those action items. Before, in the old Scrum, you put it in the next sprint. But in the 2021, you just say you put them in your backlog. Then you pick it up as needed, right? When you want to resolve them. So that's basically what a sprint review is all about, right? So right now, we try and also do our own sprint review. For the icebreaker, we're going to do 2 icebreakers, right? Just show you a sample. We'll do 1 icebreaker to start with. Then when we finish the class, we'll do the last one as well. Okay, so we'll do the icebreaker. We'll go into our sprint review. We generate the data. We gather the insights, and we put the action items together. Okay. Before I continue, do we have any question? Even if your question is not what I just thought, you know, it might be from yesterday. Do you have any question?
Florence, are there templates for this?
For the, yes, there are different templates. Okay, let me show you. There are different templates you can get. Now I'm going to morale, right? So depending on what your organization is using, you see templates in morale. Let's see this. So if I go here, if I say new morale, right? Let's say new morale, and it's telling me to, okay, hold on. Let me archive this one. So if I say new mural, right, you can come here and say retro. New mural, open. Okay, I think you already brought it out. So for example, this is a retro type. Let me type, I want more. So if I put retro, you can see that I brought out different type of retro. See that sailboats that we talk about. I don't know if you guys can see you can see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Can see.
So that sailboat one. See another one here. I like, I wish, I wonder. Start, stop, continue. So any one you want to use, right? There are different type, right, that you want to do. So you can use that template. Now, if your organization don't have mural, they will either have Miro, or what is it called, for collaboration. Now, if you work in an organization that don't have, then you can use Confluence. Remember that way we did stakeholder analysis, right? Where we put the table together and everyone can come in and put their details. So you can use Confluence to do that. It's just that you will now have to design it in Confluence. I think you can even use Confluence to get there should be retro template. Let's quickly look at it. Let's check retro fast. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. So if I come here, hold on, I want to check something. No, that's not what I want to do. So I'm creating a new page, right? So if I come here, I can search retro. You can see 4 L's, love, like, long, right? You can also see this one, another retro, start, stop, doing. So if I click on it, it's going to populate it, right? And I'll just put the date of the retro, like today, right? April 6th, right? You put all your team name. Maybe your team name is Agile List. I'm just giving an example, right? Then you mention everybody's name, okay? You start mentioning people's name, then everybody get access. They will start putting things together here. They can all come in at the same time. Then after that, we review it, we generate the insight, then we put our action items together, right? Then you publish. So I'll say sprint 1 retro, and you publish it. Okay, so you can see it here. So I'm going to move it to incremental delivery because I want it to be under release 1 and I want it to be under sprint 1. So if you open sprint 1, you can see the retro there, right? You know why it came up here? Because when I was creating it, my arrow was there. So if you want it to be under where you want it to be, you can even create from, you can make sure it's under the release 1 when you're creating it. Okay, so that's how you can use Confluence to also do your retro. Okay, so make sure that when you get to the organization, just look at the collaboration tools they have, right? And you can now use it to do your retro. Okay, if they don't have, use Confluence. Confluence is also a collaboration tool. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Okay, so the next thing, you can ask your question as we go along. So what we want to do now is what we call the icebreaker. This is an example of an icebreaker. I told you that you can do truth and a lie, song trivia, Kahoot, and all those things. So this one, I'm using Mural, right? Because in Mural, if you type in Mural, I didn't show you that part, right? Okay, I'll show you after. If you type in Mural, right, You can also, if you type in mural, you can also get icebreakers. There are different ones. So you can just review it and use that for your team as well. So I'm going to share this link for everyone. You'll come in here. You pick one of these box, right? What I want you to do is, the question is, if you were an animal, right? What kind of animal will you be, right? If you are an animal, what kind of animal will you be and why, right? And why, right? So you put your name at the top here. You can see, I'm going to put my name like this, Florence. You put your name. Then you come here. Look at what I'm doing now. You come to this side. You see where they put images and open that image box. Then type. I'm going to type here, dolphins. You can see dolphin came out. Then you can pick any dolphin and put it where you want it to be. Let me delete that monkey. Okay, you put that dolphin. You put an animal that represents you, and you tell us why that animal represents you here. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do that. Okay, 5 minutes. You come in here, right? Put your name. So someone, don't move, just pick one of the boxes, right? Put your name on it. When you put your name on the box, you pick an image by coming to the side here, click on image, open it, type the image you're looking for. Then you drag that image to your box. Then after that, you tell us the reason why you are picking that, okay? 4 minutes. I've used 1 minute to explain. So 4 minutes, try that. I want you to get comfortable with the tool, okay? When you want to type in your name, when you're on that blackboard, double click, then you'll be able to type your name in. Two more minutes. Try. You can do it. There are more boxes down. If you go down, you'll see more boxes if you need more boxes. Let me see how many of you are in here. So we have Olu, we have Jazzy, we have Eki, we have Loretta, we have Mohammed, we have Kaisa, we have Adebayo, Adedapo, Obiora, and Oluwemi. So only 11 of us are in here.
I'm unable to come in every time he asks me for access.
Okay. Let me
so
hold on.
I'm trying to drag there and it's not moving for me.
You are trying to drag?
I'm trying to get the animal.
Okay, to get the animal, go to the image at the side. You see, yes, go there, image, click on it.
Okay.
Then search for the image. Sorry, guys. I'm just saying your request. Okay. I've given you guys access. I'll give you 1.5 minutes. What's arrow there? So I'm giving you access, okay? For those that requested access. Okay. Time is up, but I'll give 1 more minute because I know some of you just came in. You can see the timer is here. So when you want to give your team time a minute, you come up here and give them the minute. Another thing, if you're acting as a Scrum Master for your team, you're going to be looking at the board, right? If you see that more people are still there, right? You keep telling them that, oh, do you guys still want more time? You are managing your time. You are making sure that they are not, you already know that you don't want to use more than 1 hour, 30 minutes, right? But you start looking at the icebreaker. Maybe you've planned 30 minutes for the icebreaker. You start looking at the time, but you also want to be monitoring if they are still there, right? How do you want to make sure that you are following up with the team and see how they are doing. Okay. So remember, you take one of the box, you put your name. To put your name, double click on the black spot, double click on it, you'll be able to type. If you double click on the black spot, you'll be able to type, right? That's where you add your name. After you finish adding your name, you go to the side, right? Is that your left side? You go to the side, then you pick an image here, right? You take the image you want to pick, and you drag that image to the white box. Then inside, after that, you go to the yellow sticky notes and add the reason why you're picking that animal. Someone is talking. Is it? Okay. So you do that. Okay. So let's imagine that if you're still, writing or doing something or still learning how to do this, I'll leave this page for you to continue to learn how to do that. Continue to learn how to do that. Okay. So let's now look at some of the comments we have. Check my. Start looking at the comments we have. Okay. So for myself, I think so for myself, I picked dolphins, right? And I said why I think if I'm an animal, I'll be a dolphin is because dolphins are very open and they learn extremely very quickly, and they also possess the ability to produce creative responses. Okay. Mohammed, do you want to tell us about you?
Oh, okay. Good evening, Florence. Yes, I am a rabbit. I think I'm very shy when I meet people, and I'm very curious, and I try to read between the lines. I'm not highly spirited. I guess I did that today, and I'm happy to share with the team that I passed my PSM1 today.
Congratulations. I just saw that on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I did it the first time and I got 81%. Oh, and I felt like quite, missing just I got 68 out of the required 65. And I felt like if I don't do it almost immediately, I'll feel defeated, and I want to go back to it since it's not really compulsory for my Salesforce consultancy. Well, so I decided to go at it again. And thankfully, I was able to get it at 87%. So yes, that satisfies me. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mohammed. Congratulations. And, that's a good job. I know you were very dedicated to this class. Yes, and you see that it really went well, right? So just practice those questions and take the exam when you have the money, right? Mohammed has done it. If you need more, questions, just ask Mohammed and he will tell you his experience about it. So scrum.org, you sign up. The exam is about $150 and you take it. Congratulations again, Mohammed. That was very fast and you were very dedicated to this class. So congratulations to you. Okay, so thank you, Mohammed. Loretta.
Hi, good evening, everybody. So I chose an ego and pretty much I just realized that I'm one person that doesn't settle for less.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Egos are always like at the top. Some people say, yeah, they are like predators. They go after their predators, but I stay at the top and I figure out the opportunities at the bottom. So then I go for it. So with the wisdom given for me by God and the ability that I possess, I don't settle for less and I go for the goal and I get it. So I guess that's just who I am. And then I'm open to learning as well. Yeah.
Good. Okay, nice to know. So when we see those, we'll see you flying high because we know that, you get all those opportunities that are available to you. So I'll go to the next person I have here is Dakpo. Do you want to tell us more about you?
Hi guys. I picked the gorilla because, the gorilla signifies some sort of strength. I like food. Gorillas like food. I'm not going to hide out. I'm a big foodie. So yes, one of the reasons why I picked the gorilla. What else?
Do you like all type of food or you just like some special food?
Well, yeah, there are some things I don't like at all, but things I like, I really like. So very friendly, but yeah, I'm very shy as well. So that kind of covers it up.
And you're dominant, right?
Yeah, I'm
you like to lead the pack.
Yeah, I want to, move a group or, just get things going. So yes. And yes, I'm a fast learner.
That's good. That's good. Good. Okay, thank you, Dakpo. Let me see if we have anyone else. Sorry, who is Sauce? Is your name Sauce? I'm sorry, because you didn't have a name up here. Who is Sauce? Oh, okay, I'll move on. But your name is not there. Let's go to Kausa.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Florence. So I picked the dog just because the dog is really loyal as an animal and is also friendly. I am a friendly person. I love to talk to the team, engage. And I guess the dog is also smart. He's a fast learner, but it takes a lot of discipline. So it takes also a lot of discipline for my mind to stay in one place.
Nice, guys. Loyalty. Good. Thank you. We go to Sheung. The lion is here.
So I picked the lion. I picked the lion because it's fearless. I would say I'm 100%, fearless, but I like to see what's on my mind.
Okay.
I like to go after challenges. So, yeah.
That's good.
That's why I picked the lion.
That's good, Sheung. Who else do we have here? I'm gonna go down. Let's see. Bad. BAAD.
Right. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right. So I picked a mountain lion, right? Because first and first, they have fantastic vision, right?
Yeah.
So I think anywhere I am, like, or any project or anything I'm doing, I kind of have the strength that I can see the end from the beginning, right?
Wow.
So that's what I think.
So you like to see the big picture of things?
Yes, more.
Nice. Interesting. You know, that's how you get to know your team, okay? That's how you get to know your team, okay? Oh, yeah, he's a Kahoot star. That's true. Eki, so you didn't write your reason. I think you are still writing it. Do you want to go now, Eki?
Yes, hi. Thank you so much. For some reason, I wrote, I don't know if I was writing it somewhere or what happened, but I was trying to put it back again. Thank you so much, Florence. So the reason I chose as a shark, though.
Okay.
The reason I chose a shark is because they are result-oriented, pretty much, you know. Once they have something in mind, they focus on it, they try to meet the goal, and they get it, right? Very determined and highly, very, very intelligent, you know, animal. So that's why I'm someone that fixes our eyes on the goal until, you know, I get it, right? Get it. So it just resonates. Thank you.
That's good. Thank you, Eki. That's good. You know, as we're discussing, you get to know people here. You know the kind of people they are, and you know that, okay, these are the kind of people maybe I want to relate with that can help me achieve my goals and all things like that. Okay, thank you, Eki. We'll go next. BC. Is BC here? Okay, let's go to Jazz. Jazz, are you here?
Sorry, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, actually did
Beck, are you Jazz?
Ego. Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am. So I used that. Don't mind me. I was just trying to just be quiet. So I actually chose the ego because as we know, ego actually have sharp vision, incredible speed and strength. And the only way you could help people that beneath you or climb up the ladder faster is when you're towering above them and you have a clearer vision and a better view of things. So that's why I've decided to choose the ego. And so that's high. I had to look for the eye. Yes, I am. So that's the only way I could actually do that.
Ah, nice. Interesting to learn about people. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
I call you Becky. Okay, and we have two more here. Oluremi. It's so cute.
Yeah, it is, right? So I chose a dog because it's loyal and friendly, and because dogs are protective of the people in their corner, and I'm very protective of the people in my corner. As far as you're in my corner, then I will protect you with all I have. So,
wow.
And then dog is my son's favorite pet, so that's why I chose a dog.
Nice. Loyal people, friendly, protective. Thank you. Olubukola.
Ha. Yes, thank you, Florence. Yes, I chose us because horses are known for their strengths, power, and resiliency. So they have stamina, wisdom, which I know I have. They are free and they are wild, intellect, and also loyal.
Are you wild?
Somehow.
Wow. You got power. Nice. Thank you, Olubukola. Nice to get to know you.
Thank you, Florence.
Okay, so I think we covered everyone on the board. Yeah, I think we did. Okay, good. So this is the kind of icebreaker you do, right? So why are you doing this? You are trying to get to know the team. You are trying to get to understand the team, right? So when you do things like this, the team, they say, she's that kind of person. You know what I will not do next time? After we have this, then next time I will not put questions, right? Like after I can do this for also food. I can do it for games, sport, right? Then later I will not ask question. Who likes, for example, who likes amala? Who likes rice? Who likes burger? In the team, I'll ask those questions and the team will now start answering those questions. It just shows you that the team will gel. They will get to know each other. They will know what each other like. They will know what the vegetarians, they will talk about the places they've been to. So that's what the icebreaker is for. It's for the team to get to know each other more. And that makes them more cohesive. It makes them to be able to work together more easily because they know each other. They can talk to each other easily. Okay, so that's what the icebreaker will do. So after the icebreaker is done, the next thing you want to do is you now want to do the proper retro. So today we're going to be doing proper retro, and our retro is going to focus on what you liked, and you're going to use this training, as an example. So during this Scrum training, that we've been doing since last week, what are the things you like, right? Try and focus on last week, this week, all the things you've been learning or listening to. What did you like about the training? What new thing did you learn, right? So the first one here, you're going to come in. If those sticker has been taken, you come in here, you take your sticker, right? Drag it, okay? The next one is talk about what did you learn, right? What new thing? What is the one new thing you learn? You put it there. What do you long for, right? So what's, throughout this 2 weeks, what is one thing that you wish was there, right? That wasn't there, right? You put that on that longed for, right? So you focus on that 2 weeks. So I'm going to send out this link and you guys will come in again and you're going to do that. And I'm going to give us another 5 minutes to do that. Now, as you're doing that, you'll see shout out, right? Because you want to celebrate people. That's how you're going to do that for your team. You want to also celebrate them. So the shout out, you also come and put shout out. Look at people that have supported you in the last 2 weeks, people that has helped you, It can be anything. It can be the fact that they just reminded you of, the class, they did this, anything that they've done for you in the last 2 weeks. You come here and you put that details here, okay? So, and you put that details here, okay? So that's how you do that. So as you're doing that, how do you handle a team that doesn't want to participate in the game? You have to make it fun. You call their name out. You call them out, Ebuka, like you say, okay, because it can be tough. Some teams are very tough, some developers. But believe me, when you call them out, when they see that you have a positive energy, you don't do it. You too, you need to smile with them. You have to make them comfortable. When you do all that, they will always succumb, right? They will succumb.
Yeah, believe me, I've been in a team where something like this has been asked. Mm-hmm. And then people ignore everything.
Are you serious?
Yes, you are so mean. They were like, you can be asking us our personal things about ourselves online. Believe me, nobody responded to that.
Right? Yeah, they can be mean, but you have to find a way to get them in, right? So if they don't want personal things, then do abstract things. We're going to do a game at the end. You see that doesn't have to do with anybody, right? It's also another way to do the game. So after we finish our retro, we are going to end with a game, another icebreaker. I just want to show you another way you can do things, right? So we're going to do another one, and you can use that kind of method as well. Right? Everything doesn't have to do with personal, but I know that if you are in a squad, you want to know your team better. So
especially when you are new to the team, and then this team have been working long and
together.
And you want to create that room. You see people trying to, what is this? with this one.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, because they've been working together. So it's you are coming into like cause a disruption, but you will always find your way. You have to find a way. It's not easy, right? I've seen it before, but I always find my way. So what I do is I ignore, right? I try to go above all those nuances, all those shaking guys that they are doing, right? I radiate positive energy all through. I try to do one-on-ones with them, right? To try to meet people personally, right? Try to understand them, try to, tell them why all this kind of thing is important, to motivate the team, to make sure their energy is, you have a way to do that, right? So I will advise that you do one-on-one, with them. Okay. And all that, get to know them personally, right? It also helps because they will open up, right? When they see that, okay, maybe I need to chatted yesterday. We had some, before you know it, they will start opening up. And when 1, 2, 3 is opening up, before you know it, the whole team will open up generally to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Access, let me see. Okay, so you come in here, you start writing the things you like. So you start writing what you like, what you learned, and what you long for. And don't forget your shout out, as you're doing that. Let me give some shout out to some people. Okay, I'm gonna put time in so that's let's do 5 minutes. Okay. You have about 1 more minute. So our time is up. I can still see some people on the board. So I'm going to just give you 30 more seconds to round up. 30 more seconds. Said I can only do. Oh, okay, I can do it. So 1 minute, counting down, 1 minute, counting down. Twelve seconds to go. Time up. Okay, so that people can start their. Okay, so let's start. So what you not do, you know what we did? We've done the icebreaker, which is setting the stage, right? Now we've gathered data. So what we did now is what we call gather data. So we've gathered data. So what you now do in gather data is you now review with the team, okay? So right now, I'll just quickly go through some of those items we have here. You know, you talk about, I like how the content of the class was delivered. It was extremely easy to understand. Thank you to our amazing teacher, Florence. Tutor's knowledge. Your teaching style is very relatable. I like the fact that we had hands-on experience. Is relatable to the real world. I like the fact that we configured a Scrum board and working around conference morale. Good. Like the Jira sessions, Kahoots, the interactive class, and the Scrum videos. I like the icebreaker, as this is a good way of interacting with the Scrum team. Shout out to Florence, despite being late, was able to answer my question and go extra mile. Kahoot was okay, thank you for making the class look easy. I like how interactive was. Kahoot was my favorite, even though I never made it to the leadership board. Blame it on your internet. Blame it on your internet. Okay. I love how you broke down the class to understandable stage stages and carry everyone along. Mohammed, thank you. I like the interactive quizzes and clear, detailed explanation. Good. So that was the live session. You go to the long session, what some of the members of the team learned as well. Scrum broken down. Good. I learned how to calculate team velocity. I learned the in-depth concept of team goals and productivity. Mohammed, good. Scrum is simple but difficult to master. Yes. I learned how to use morale and improve my understanding of Confluence. I learned sprints are part of Scrum, not Agile. Scrum is a framework. The different part of sprint, the Scrum team, good. Yes. How to function in a cross-functional team and an Agile environment. Aside Scrum being broken down in bit, I enjoy the Kahoot. Oh God, don't worry, we'll do one Kahoot before we go. I learned a lot. Don't worry, it's a calm Kahoot, okay? I learned a lot about Scrum approach, especially the case study videos, how to work together with the various teams. Good. A better understanding of Scrum. Good. Logging to morale to participate. Good. So let's look at what we long for. I long to see you show videos in the class as you mentioned from onset. I long to see you show videos. Mohammed, do you want to give us more information on this?
Yeah, sorry, I think I was trying to beat the time, so I didn't really word myself well. So when you said in the beginning that you'd love to share faces when you're talking, so I'm really longing to see you like in video when you're teaching us.
Okay. And I used to do that, but I don't know what happened. Okay, next week you're gonna see me. If you're coming to the project management class. Okay.
I will, but I might not be very like okay where I was there. I mean, just thinking about it. Yeah.
I'll maybe on the last day of the project management class. Next, during project management class.
I think if you want to see her, you could watch Cohort 4 though. I think she had 1 or 2 videos there that she showed her face. Just saying.
Oh, thanks for the expo.
Okay, I will. Just that now I've been going to the office sometimes, so sometimes I get back late. I just want to free myself. But when I used to work from home, it was easier to, dress up and show your face. Okay, don't worry, Mohammed. I'll do that. I patiently waited for Kahoot all through this week, but too bad. It was only meant for simulation. Yeah, it was just meant for simulation. But don't worry, we're going to do a Kahoot today. Kahoot for the last class. Okay. A mentorship class. I got caught in the middle. Mentorship class. Who wrote this? Want to give us more information on this?
You guys are doing great. Looking forward to having you being a mentor. I guess that's what the person's mind.
Okay. I will try. I will see. Let me put it down as an action item. Review calendar to see if we are available for mentorship. Okay, I'll see if I'm available for mentorship. I will check. Just that a lot is going on, but I'll see if I can have that, even if it's not all the time. Maybe just some period. I don't know how the mentorship runs anymore, but I'll find out and see if that is possible. I long for the training to be longer. Oh my God. Blackboard is saying that that project needs to start next month. So we need to, I love to, talk a lot too. You can say, if you give me the chance, we can go long on and on, right? We'll break all the project down pieces by pieces and, start refining all those details. Well, we have to make it short. So it's the process we are learning, right? Not actually doing the work, okay? So, but it is what it is, okay? I long for the class could extend to the room. Oh, nice. Let's see. We can review. So because other trainings are happening as well. So I don't know, but it's something that I can discuss and see if that can be, if it can be reviewed. Well, I know it is something we long for, but it's something we can review. Review the class time. Yeah. Okay. So what we just did right now is what we generated insights, right? Remember, we gathered data. So from our data, we're able to generate insights. And that's what we called our action items that we want to do, right? Now, the team will now add this action item into the backlog, right? To now determine when that will happen. Okay, so that's what we did, right? And another thing you want to also do is, as you are closing, the Kahoot, the interactive nature of the class. I really enjoyed every part of the class, though I'm a PM certified. I like the mode of your teaching, PO. Thank you. So you start reading, you can also read out the shout out to people so that the team will just feel more motivated, right? Shout out to my Eki. Thank you for being a good friend. Oluremi is saying that to you. I said, thank you, Shade, for answering questions during the chat, during the class. Thank you, Mohammed, for going above and beyond, working on the simulation and providing answers to the question. Thank you, Timmy, for ensuring the class runs smoothly. Thank you, Bad, for always participating and winning the Kahoot. Thank you, Loretta, for taking the challenge to work on the process flow. Thank you, Oluremi, for always pushing and motivating me. That's Eki. Florence, you're the best. Your teaching skills are excellent. Thanks to Cohort 5 Scrum class. Thank you for you all for participating. I have a certification in Scrum, and I'm here to gain extra, but I must say you're the best, no cap. Thank you. Thank you, Florence, for making the class interactive. You rock. Shout out to Florence. She did an amazing breaking what Scrum really is down for me. And shout out to my babe, Loretta. Your babe is Loretta. You rock, sister. Okay. Congrats once again, Mohammed, for passing your exam and motivating us as you took your exam. Thank you, Florence, for a class well taught. Shout out to Florence for a daily master delivery of the class. Tammy doing a great work to make the class seamless, and all class members for being interactive so far, especially Loretta, my BA mentor. Wow, nice. Loretta, you're a BA specialist. Shout out to Florence, a well-developed job. A for always sending us reminder to attend the classes, and to everyone who participated. Good. Thank you, Florence. You're bad. I know this is bad. Okay, good job, everyone. So the shout out, you read it to the class, to the team, because you want to make sure that everyone is highly motivated, they are in high spirit as they are leaving, right? So as this is completed, everyone is in high spirit, they go, then they end the retrospective, right? You've gathered the insight. What will you now do with this insight? Sometimes some things you can do. You can download this, right? I said download everything in PDF, right? I'll show you what I want to do with it. So when you download it, then I'll save this. I call this Agile Team Retro. I can post Sprint 1 at the back, right? Let me put here, right? So after that is done, you will now go to your conference page, right? Some team don't do it, right? But some will do it depending on your team, right? So if you now go to your conference page, right? You know where we had that sprint retro, you can come here, right? And attach. Let me see. You can attach that image, right? So let's go to documents. This, right? You can attach it here, right? Some will write the action item here, right? They will write the details. Remember what their action items were. We have, we said doing project management, that I'll show my face during the last class. You have it down there. Kahoot for the last class. Kahoot for the last class. You have it down there. We said we'll review my calendar to see if I'm available for mentorship. You have it down there. Then you say you review the class timing as well. We have it there, right? Then you save it, you publish it, so that you can have information. So when you look back, the team can see the details of what you guys did in sprint 1, right? They can have the details of what you guys did in sprint 1, right? All those things is there. So as you come in, you can now, let's say, for example, we want to do the next sprint now, right? Let's say in the next sprint, we want to work on these 2 items, right? As they are done, we come back here and start saying this 2 has been done, right? We publish. But what some team will do is they will move all these items into their Jira board. So on their Jira board, they will create an epic, and they will call that epic retro items. They will create the retro items, then they will have it here, right? And what they will do is they create issues in these things that we want to do. They will not create it there, right? They will create them, create another issue. So what that means is to open up another format form or another form for me, right? So they'll put everything here, right? Let's copy this one. So they'll put it here. And the last one. So depending on your team and organization, you can do this, right? They'll put everything here, right? And they will now make sure that you see that they are now under retro items, right? And they're in the backlog. So let's say, for example, we want to do this for the next sprint. We'll make it come to the top of the backlog, right? And make sure we have it there. Some team will also create another backlog here. They can call this one refined items. Right? So as they are refining items, they'll be moving it here so that those ones are refined. The ones that are not refined are here. So when they want to do the next sprint, they'll be picking items from here to go to the next sprint. One thing I didn't show you as well is that when we are in active sprint, let's say we've completed all our work, everything is completed. This, you're supposed to do it during sprint review. All the work is completed, right? When everything is completed like that, right? Let's say all the work is completed, you close the sprint, complete sprint, right? Right? This is that burn down chart. But because we use only 2 days, it just went this way, right? Everything was completed April 6th, right? But normally it will burn down, right? And you can use that to show how your team work. So they'll put those retro details either here in Confluence, or you can put them on your Jira board. You just create something in your Epic that called retro items, and you put them there, and you can pick them as you want to do it. Okay? So that is your retro for you. Any question? Yeah, all good, right? Good. So that's your retro. But before we go, remember I told you that we'll also do another Kahoot just to show you another example of icebreaker. So that Kahoot will be the last. Then we'll go from there, and I wish you well and you have a happy Easter. Wahab.
Good evening.
Good evening,
everyone. Thank you for the class so far.
Mm-hmm.
My question today will be the retrospective meeting, how often does it have to happen?
Once every 2 weeks. Remember, is the last when we said sprint planning, first day of the sprint review, last day of the sprint retro, last day of the sprint. So if you are doing 2-week sprints, right, on the last day, you do sprint retro and review. So every 10 days. If you are doing 4-week sprints, every 20 days, once in 20 days.
Okay, thank you. Then another question will be, it's not really a question. It's actually kind of, how do I, not really a question. Okay, let me put it out. So we'll see the concept that best fits.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give someone that is coming in contact with Scrum for the first time, being your class, this class? And if someone wants to take up the Scrum Master as a profession, having had this lecture, your lecture, right? What's the next thing to do in order to move ahead?
Okay. I sent some documentation to you. You need to read that documentation, right? If you don't have it, tell Tammy. Tammy will get them for you.
I have posted them on the Slack channel, please. Everything
yes.
is there.
Okay.
Yes, I think we received them. Thank you, Tammy.
So read that document, then go to scrum.org, right? Like Mohammed did, and try to do some practice questions just to boost your confidence that you really know it, right? Then try to write that exam. If you really want to go into Scrum, write that exam, right? I'll also share one document later, right? That can also give you like some details. But if you watch this video recording one more time, you should be fine. Then for your project, act as the Scrum Master for your team. Okay? Just to boost your confidence more. Act and, try to practice those things and you'll be fine.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So with this in the bag, we are good to call ourselves Scrum Master and apply for jobs.
Yeah. You can do that easily.
All right. Thank you.
So
thank you for the morale.
Yeah, some people do Scrum, they will add Scrum like that. They can, be a Scrum Master, but they're looking for Salesforce, but they'll put Scrum there so that even if they need someone that understands Scrum, you have those skills as well. Some people can even start from being Scrum Master, but working on a Salesforce project. And before you know it, they might change to be a product owner, right? They will use Scrum to first look at the experience, understand it, then move, right? So depending on how you want to approach it, there are different approach, right? So look at it and say, okay, this, I am very confident with this, I can do this, then we can try that approach. Some people even take from Scrum Master, that's what they want to do, and they become Agile coach. Some people will change and become project manager. Some people will change and say, oh, I want to do products, right? But you can still be in that space, changing roles and all that.
Thank you very much.
If you're a consultant, you go for it as well. Mohammed.
I'm sorry, good evening. I just wanted to mention this to the whole class. So it's very funny what happened to me on Scrum.org. I kind of was, since Sunday when you told us about it, I have been, practicing the questions. First of all, I started with 35. 80%. Then it went up. Then I kept having a 96%. I was missing just one questions out of the very 30 that were coming. But the thing there is, I kind of felt I was not planning to write it today. But the reason why I went for it today was because the same questions were coming out. And that was, I didn't really think it well, because I thought, maybe just these questions are the ones that were going to come out. But okay, getting to the exam, I saw harder questions. And, these guys didn't show up on doing almost maybe six practices per day. So how come I don't see this one? So, but I tried to, try remembering your voice, maybe what you've done, what you've said. And, then at the end of the day, I got 81%. I felt like crying because it was so painful. Like, come on, I was just shut off, even despite my hard work. But I felt if I don't do this now, I might not do it again because it's not really mandatory for Salesforce consultant. But I really want to have it. I really want to show something that, for everything I've done from Florence. So I decided to do it again. And this time around, the same questions were coming back, but I don't know what I chose then, which one was right, which one was wrong. I was just thinking it through, giving a second thought, and the time was winding down. So I'll really implore everybody, if you want to do it, I think I was only locked in my second time. I think you should really take your time to practice it. Maybe practice that Scrum home many times until you've seen different variations of questions. Because I did not see it that way, and I went into the exam, and I just had to wiggle my way out of it. That I've started, I cannot go back. I don't think I will have advised myself again to go the route I went to. I just let me put it out there so that it won't happen to any of my mates.
Practice, yeah. The Scrum guide I sent to you, read that Scrum guide as well, right? Read it, and all the things that I taught you in class. With that, you'll be able to do that exam. Okay, Ebuka.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to add something. Please, everybody should know this. Don't rush and write that exam. The one you see online is, I think, about 30 questions. When you do that, you keep on seeing repeated questions. When I did mine, I was having 100 over 100, and I thought, I'm good. I can write it. And I wrote it and I failed woefully. I had to pay again. Before then, I had to go back. It's not something you rush to do. Take your time. It's an open book exam, meaning you can use your phone to browse to see the answers, but you have to be very careful with time because it moves so fast that even the time will not be enough. So take your time and study for it. If not, you keep on dashing these people $150. So that's my own contribution. Yeah.
Thank you. So study. I have given you what you need, your Scrum guide. I also did a Scrum, put something together for you to look at, right? Read those things. After you read those two things, go to scrum.org, practice those questions, right? After you practice, then you can now write the exam. Be confident enough because you need 85% to pass the exam. Obviously, you don't want to waste your $150. So be ready for it, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay? Good. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Buka. Okay, any other question?
Yes, thank you, Florence. Thank you, everybody. So I just wanted to ask that, I don't know, your slides, do we need them? Or you have another way whereby the messages, like the points, are sent to us already? I know
the slides are what I put in the Scrum documentation. Everything in my slide is there. You know that I added more information to it. I sent it to everyone. Let me show you again. Didn't you receive? You will have received something like this. I think I sent it to Babs Kenke, right?
It's also on the Slack channel. Everything that you've sent to us is on the Slack channel.
Okay.
Yeah, the Scrum Master and Project Management Slack channel. Everything from the beginning of the class, including summaries. I always for the weeks that we did a lot of writings and slides, I also put summaries there, so you have that.
Okay, the handbook. Okay.
Yes, if you see.
Yeah, everything.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Everything is there. I put all the details there, all the stories. So if you read it, it's just the same thing I taught in class.
Thank you.
Same thing, right? Exactly the same thing. And I put what for each of them, daily Scrum, sprint review, everything is there. Then I also put some link of videos you can watch, right? I send that. And this is the Scrum guide. It's just 15 pages. That's what you need to read it for exam. But by the time you go through these two things, right, practice questions, you should be good.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah. Mohammed, are you still raising your hand?
Yes. So I have a question. Okay. And my question is, like I said, I came here into the Scrum class because I felt, it's something that really, relates to my previous, my instilled, a life as an architect, where I was, more like we do almost everything you've taught us. We design, when we design as an architect with the clients, you first get the brief, so that like taking the requirements, you do the presentation planning, then you coordinate with other consultants, the structure and the likes. You even, because your drawing bets their own drawings. So you have to kind of coordinate with their own drawings to show that they are going in tune with what you are doing. And if there's any requirement they need you to please change from aesthetics because of functionality, remove it a bit. So all these things, that's what I came here. But the thing there is, I know when I'm going out there, and I don't intend to just put Scrum Master on my resume, because I know I'm not a Scrum Master. I've not learned from you, and I've passed the exam, but I know Scrum Master is something that would come along the line. But I just wanted to have this so that maybe when I'm talking to, when recruiters see my resume, they could see that, oh, this guy was an architect. He said he was a project architect. He has PSM. He has studied Salesforce consultant. But what should I have in mindset? Like, what is actually, I will say, oh, this is who I am. So I'm going to ask a question like my chat GPT, where I will say, oh, you submit your resume and say what job description better fits you. I have a Salesforce admin, platform and builder, and the service and sales, service and sales stuff for the consultancy. Then I have PSM. I've learned about agile mindset, Scrum method framework. What should I put myself forward? Like, oh, am I a consultant with this, that, or I don't know what to quite call myself. I really just need that professional advice.
Okay. So, Mohammed, what I'm going to say is you need to know yourself. What kind of person are you? Do you want to go into technical, or do you want to do management, right? Do you want to focus on management and processes? Then you start thinking Scrum. You start thinking project management, right? Do you want to go technical? Then you start thinking admin, right? Do you want to be like an integrator, someone that want to have a bit of business, a bit of technology? Then you start thinking business analyst, right? So you have to understand what you really enjoy, right? Or some people will say, I just want to make money. So that's why I will do admin. Or I actually love to ensure that things are delivered. I want to be a project delivery manager. So the first thing you want to start from is, what does Mohammed like? Then you can now tailor what you want to do towards that, right? What does Mohammed like? Then you start tailoring it. Where does that your strength lies? Yes, exactly. What comes to you naturally? Because it will make it easier, right? I love technology.
So what really comes to myself is because, sorry.
Continue.
Okay, so because I've been an architect, so you gave me a brief, you gave me land, so I tend to assimilate your brief. I look at what is the problem your brief is having based on building codes and maybe architectural functionalities. Then I sit down to design. Not to proud myself, but like when I was in Nigeria, so we had a 23-story design competition. We did it from the office, but probably someone in the sponsorship team, doesn't sponsor the project, and their own architect, they were trying to bring it through backdoor. So they kind of rubbish our project. And I decided to do I did like a 2 months work, and I did it in 1.5 weeks alone in the office. I told my boss, I'm going to make you proud. You've really been good to me, and I want to win you against these people, because those people have been winning projects against us. And I took everything those people did, and I did design all by myself for 1.5 weeks. Though I felt sick after, I was submitted number one. So that's who I am. I'm not just the kind of person who gets everything. I'm hands-on on the design itself, doing the work. So I'm still like maybe someone who is working on the Salesforce hub, and also try to, and even in my group, they tell me that, don't you feel you are a business analyst sometimes because of the way I reason, the way I talk? And I told them, maybe it's just because of my reason.
So you're more like a consultant. You can be hands-on and you can also help in delivery, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we can talk more. I can give you some advice, then we'll take it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'll reach you, President. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of the class. So you can come into the Kahoot right now, and this is going to be our last phase, right? So the pin is 8531386. For those that have not done this Kahoot, can you please sign in? Bad, you are not there. You're not doing Kahoot today? Oh God. Okay, come in. We have just 17 people coming. Don't worry, it's not hard. Just come in. Okay, we're gonna start in 1 minute. We can see bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, I can see more people coming in. Some people will be like, okay. So this is just another example of what do we call it? Icebreaker, right? Like the one we did before. So this is another sample. You can use different things, right? So me, I'm just using what we call celebrities. Okay, so we're gonna start now. So let's see what we have. Yeah. Okay, starting now. He's a Canadian singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist. What is this guy's name? Wow, interesting. Oh, you guys. Okay. It's between Mohammed Bad and Wahab. I can see Ruki and Mini. Okay, let's go. I'm sure some people like, I don't know any celebrities, but let's say a Canadian rapper, singer, songwriter, and actor. What's his name? Really? I know that will be confusing. Oh, Mohammed and Bad, you guys missed it, right? No, you didn't miss it. Okay, you didn't pick on time. So BC, you know the full name, and Ida Wahab. Okay, let's see. Let's be faster. A Canadian actor, he was cast in which of the following movie? Deadpool. Okay. You guys are in town. You guys know what's up. You guys know what's up. Mohammed, you know what that movie, right? What's the full name of
it? You not look at the face. What's his full name? Guys, which town did you live? Good. You guys are familiar with all these celebrities. That's good. At least you have some form of discussions. Why you need to know all these things? It helps you, right? For all those small talks. Good. Okay. Good job. Good job. Bad is back up. BC, Rookie, Wahab, Anike. This song was sung by who? Oh, God. Good. Who picked this yellow? Really?
Okay, our board is still the same. Let's see. A Nigerian actress, producer, and director. Do you remember the name of a movie that she produced last? Good job. You guys are really, really current. Like really, really current. Nana is on the board now. We still have bad leadings. A Nigerian musician, singer, songwriter, and businessman. What is his name? His name is Oladapo Daniel Oyebanjo. Bad. Okay, you didn't pick on time. Rookie was the fastest speaker. Rookie Nana Remy bad. Buarike. I am a gladiator in suit, because that's what you are when you work for Olivia. Let's see. If that name resonates, you will know the movie. Scandal. Not Get Away with Murder? No. Captain America? Really? Olivia is Scandal. In Nigeria, then they used to call it The Fixer. The series was called The Fixer, but the real name of the series is Scandal. Oh, some people are thinking over. We have Nana, BC, Rookie. Hey, the females are leading. An American actor, comedian, writer, and singer. He's a popular American actor. Good job, good job. Oh, everyone. Oh, nice, nice. Good job. Nana is on fire. Coffee. Yeah. Okay, let's see. An English actor, writer, producer, rapper, singer, songwriter, and a DJ. He's a popular guy as well. Good job, good job. Okay. You guys are ready for your small talks. This one, if you watch Nigerian movies, you will know the answer. This Peter Edochie. Which I'm Veda Major will say that. I thought you were going to pick between Peter Edochie and Olu Jacob, but this Peter Edochie says this. Okay. Nana, you're on fire. Kafi Anikemia Buhari. I don't know if Buhari is a guy. How many kids does we have? Before the last one. Before the last one. Don't count the last one. Because these questions were before 3. He has 4 now, right? But they used to be 3. Good job. Nana, sorry about that. Okay, you guys are still the same. Remy, you climbed 4 up, right? A Barbadian singer, actress, and businesswoman. What's her name? The ladies should get this one easily. If you use, let me give you expo. If you use makeup, really? It's not the first one, it's the second one, Fenty. You guys have heard about Fenty Beauty, right? Rihanna owns Fenty Beauty. That's her son name. Kafi is leading now. Mohammed, you got 5 in a row. Well done. Let's see, question 15. A scene from one of the movie below. This is a scene from which of this movie? If you know this guy well, you know the movie. Good job. A lot of people got it. Good job. Good job. Okay. Kathy is leading now. 4 more to go. Ha! If you know this lady, you know the movie. Scandal, yeah. Not Get Away with Murder. Get Away with Murder is Viola Davis. Okay, let's see. Kathy is still leading. Mia, Anika, Nana, and Rookie. Ira back in the game. You got 3 in a row. Let's see. Question 17. The movie Pretty Woman was released in what year? Very old. It's 1990. Oh, yeah, Kathy. Mini, you climb up 4 places. 18, 3 more questions to go. Coming to America was first released in what year? $1988. 1990, really? What? Either climb up 4 places. Oh, from nowhere came on the board. Remy, Mia, Kathy, and Ika. Okay, question 19. You know, for lover people, they will know this. All the lovers in the house. Good job. You see, we have a lot of lover people in the house. Remy is on fire. Fire. Anika, Nana, Ruki, and Mia. Okay, let's see. A woman's heart is a deep ocean of secrets. This movie is very popular. Yeah, everyone got it. Good. Titanic. And let's see the board, Nana. Okay, we still have the same people on the board. Either 7 in a row. Well done. Last question. The person is very famous, so we should all know. Good job, Michael Jackson. And that is the end of our celebrity questions. Let's see the podium. In 3rd place, we have Anike. In 2nd place, we have Remy. And in 4th place, we have Mia. And runner-up, we have Nana and Rookie. Well done, guys. Well done. So this is another form of icebreakers, right? Just to see how, you know, the team knows the celebrities, if they're even interested. Sometimes you can do sports. Another time you can do, you know, different things, right? Just, you know, to learn, to know if the team knows all those things. So just to learn their personality. So Bad is not into all these celebrity things. So you can say, or he just left it for you guys to win it. Okay, great. So thank you so much, everyone. It was really a fun time with you guys. I hope you have learned so much, and I hope you put them into practice, because even if you are not a Scrum Master, right? Yes, all women, the women want all this. So even if you are not a Scrum Master, right, you'll still be using Scrum while you're running your project as a Salesforce analyst, as a business analyst, as a Salesforce consultant. Okay, so it's also good to understand the process, to know how to use the tools, because you will also be part of the team. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. Have a lovely long weekend and happy Easter.
Thank you, Florence. It was really nice doing this with you. And yeah.
Thank you, Florence. Thank you so much.
See you in project.
And thanks, Timmy, for the hard work. Yeah.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for your
All
time.
the materials you may need that was shared is on the Slack channel. Please avail yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy a long weekend.
And Florence, please tell Liverpool to allow us win weekend so that we can, we can boost us. You guys can win your